Peace Reflections. Um, Today we're going to redo the water conversation. We're going to redo the water video. Somehow it got deleted off my blog, off the YouTube. So because of that, we're just going to reshoot one. All right, what better place to do it than to buy the water, right? So first thing we have to talk about when we talk about water is that your body is 70%. Actually, I think it's a little more than 70% water. So with that being said, you should be drinking a lot of water within your day. Now, not all water that you drink is good water. That's a problem that we have with water and that we run into. So, what's good water? What's bad water? Bad water is water from the sink, right? That water has fluoride and chlorine. Now, what's wrong with fluoride and chlorine? And we heard it helps us with our teeth and harms our teeth. Well, can do that, but at the same token, it's also a neurotoxin. Now, what does that do? A neurotoxin means that when it gets in your brain, it does two things. One, it calcifies your pineal gland, which is gonna kind of hurt your intuition and things like that. Now, you think with your heart a lot too. A lot of your intuition comes from here, but also a little bit comes from here, right? Because your pineal gland helps to produce melatonin, right? So that helps you get a sound sleep at night and things of that nature. So we wonder why some of us are having trouble sleeping, right? Calcified pineal gland. Also, fluoride aids in retention of aluminum to the brain. So when my brain goes to shoot an electric signal, it will detract off the aluminum. Now, in some cases, this is what you call ADHD, this is what you call scattered thoughts, all these different things, right? So, with that being said, we can't drink sink water, right? Now, that's not exactly the case. There is one way that you can drink sink water and still get healthy benefits from it, and that's by boiling it. You gotta get the sink water, you put it in a big um, pot, you boil it till about 1 inch of it is gone, right? Then you can use that water. That water is good. Now that you've reduced all the toxins in it, you've burnt them out, right? Put a little lemon and lime in it, you're good. Um, Other than that, what are good ways to get water, right? You want to drink water that's high alkaline, right? Your body needs to have a certain alkalinity in it at all times to maintain homeostasis. And also, your body is mostly made of water, right? So, how do I do that? What's a good kind to do? What are different things to know that your Poland Springs and any of your cheap waters are usually around 6.3 and things of that nature. Your body to be functioning at its peak wants to be around 7 to 7.5. Once your body's around 7 to 7.5, then you're not getting illnesses anymore. All those kind of things go away. So we see that there's like a really viable reason to keep ourselves alkaline. So everyone tells me, oh, that water's too expensive. Well, we buy bottles of Hennessy, we buy all kinds of things of that nature, right? Let's spend a little bit of money on ourselves. Let's start worrying about our health a little bit, right? So, what are some good waters you could get? Well, any water that's high in alkaline is going to tell you that has a good alkalinity. It's going to say somewhere pH 8.8, pH 7.8, things of that nature. As long as you're over 7, we're really talking here, right? Because what happens is once my body gets acidic, anywhere under 7, it has to bring that alkalinity up in order for us to stay healthy. So what it does is it starts breaking down the calcium in your body because calcium is a highly alkalizing material, right? So that's why we have a lot of people with osteoporosis, weak bones, all these things, right? So if I just keep my body alkaline, right, I don't even gotta worry about fluoride on my teeth. My teeth are gonna be strong as it is because my body isn't gonna have to strip any bone mass to keep my alkalinity, right? Now again, this is a little bit quicker version than the last video because water is something that we can get to pretty quickly. Now, what's another way to get water? Another way to get water is distilled water. Right now, distilled water is water that has been boiled so that the vapor comes down to your really essentially drinking water vapor. Now, what is the benefits of this? Well, because it has a different molecular structure and some of it is stripped, right? When you drink it, it'll actually pull out heavy metals, toxins, and things like that from your body. Now, I wouldn't suggest to drink this all the time because it will grab some like positive nutrients from your body as well. So you want to make sure that when you're drinking distilled water, you only do it like 1 or 2 days in a week, and then you supplement it with a lot of fruits and vegetables, things of that nature, and you have some alkaline water ready for the rest of the time. But definitely it's good if you're in doubt and you can't really find any good water, grab distilled water. And at worst comes to worst, just add a couple pinches of lemon and lime and you're good, right? What are some other ways to get alkaline water? Another way to get alkaline water is to eat it, right? Eat it. Fruits, right? Fruits, watermelon, cucumbers, vegetables, cucumbers. right? Coconut water, all things of this nature. These are all alkaline and very alkaline. Because what we have to remember is when these fruits take in the water, these fruits are being cooked by the sun. The sun and the ground are very alkaline as it is. So, because of this, the water is going to be clean. Because it's traveling through all that flesh, it's almost distilling water. So, when I get water from fruits, it's always highly alkaline. It's got a lot of nutrient value. It's got a lot of vitamins and minerals and things of that nature that are fantastic for my body. So, the more I take these things in this way, I can feel the difference, right? Because a lot of our water now isn't good, right? And we feel the difference. We feel the effects of having bad water. Like the water tastes harsh, right? Once you start drinking good water, and once you start loving yourself, and because that's the thing, like it's about loving ourselves again. Because once you love yourself, you're only going to want to have yourself at optimal health. So you're only going to give yourself the best water. However, if I'm not really loving myself and I'm in a position where that's not what I'm thinking about, I'm just thinking about feelings and emotions, then I might get caught drinking and doing all this kind of stuff. But we have to remember that we spend a lot of money on things that hurt our bodies rather than help, right? So if there's one thing that you could do every single week and replace some of the things that are doing some harm to your body, it's to really drink good water, right? Drink good water because water is life. You're mostly water, right? You're a fluid being because you have to be electrical, right? I have to be conductive. And what are batteries? Batteries are alkaline, right? They're all alkaline batteries, not acidic. They're alkaline. So in order for me to operate like a battery, because I am a battery and I'm electrical, right? I have to be alkaline and I have to be highly fluid, so it doesn't insulate anything, right? The problem is we eat a lot of matter, but we don't drink water, so we're insulated, right? So we can't send all these electrical signals, and all these electrical responses are slow. That's why we get sick, right? Because your body is doing everything it can to keep you alive, healthy, and vibrant all the time, right? So only way you get sick is because things that you do to yourself, right? We spend way too, again, like I say, we spend way too much money on things that deter our health. Now, people ask me questions about Gatorade and things of this nature. There's too much sugar, right? Gatorade has far too much sugar. They talk about electrolytes, but you get the same electrolytes from high alkaline water. So just drink water, right? Drink water. Make a pseudo lemonade, right? Take water, squeeze fresh lemons in, put a little bit of agave in, and stir it up. Have something like that, or get a juice presser. Like spend money instead of buying a PlayStation or something like that. Buy a juice press, right? Start pressing pure juices at your house. Do things like that, right? These little notions will kick your health up in a way different way, right? Instead of buying those Jordans, instead of buying all that bullshit, instead of buying that half a weed or something like that, do something that's going to really benefit you. I talk about weed openly like this because I know the culture. I've been around it, right? So we don't need that. I know it's about to go legal and all this stuff, but think more about your health first, right? A lot of us got little health problems. A lot of us got little things that are going on with us health-wise, right? That the weed isn't really helping, it's just keeping us from, right? If we can channel a little bit more of our money into things that are going to make us healthier, we'd feel better, then we might be able to look at weed and drinking and all this stuff a little different, start looking at each other a little different, right? Because once I love myself and I truly love myself and I show myself every day that I love myself, then it's hard for me to not love someone else, right? And not be able to show love. Because you gotta know love to show love, right? I gotta know love to show love. So if I don't know love, like I don't know how to love myself, I'll never be able to show someone love. And that's the problem we run into today. That's why a lot of us are having problems with relationships and things of this nature. We don't know love, so it's hard for us to show love. So with that being said, that's it for water. We had a quick little 10-minute video for you guys. I know a lot of my videos are a lot longer, but I feel like will be a good one to kind of break it up. Again, the foundations and stuff about water kind of got broke up, but we'll get back on it. So this is going to be a replacement for that video. And for the people who haven't seen it, this one's a lot shorter than the last one, so I'm sorry, but you're not really missing too much information. A lot of it was more of the explanation of how things work and things of that nature, but I'm sure I'll be talking about some of this stuff also as we move forth, because we also have to talk about herbs, herbology, all these different things. And water will definitely come up again because water is important. We're made of water, right? So that being said, I love you guys and I love myself. Have a great day.